Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing the 7th episode of Doctor Who, Season 1, Series 14, The Legend of Ruby Sunday. And I will say that this video will contain spoilers, because it will be hard not to mention them, especially after that insane cliffhanger. This episode finds the Doctor and Ruby heading to UNIT to help them figure out the mystery behind this woman who keeps appearing in all their adventures. But UNIT already knows who they are. It's Susan Trirad of S. See, I almost mentioned the spoiler. I'm gonna keep that in. Let's just mention the spoilers. I'll just mention it. Sutekh. Yes, Sutekh, the god of death, is the big bad of this finale. And that was a crazy cliffhanger. I absolutely was just on the edge of my seat because I felt it was coming. I knew it was something. I really enjoyed, of course, the Harbinger reference. We, of course, saw that in The Devil's Cord. Boy, the effects, though, on Sutekh look phenomenal. It's crazy to see, the modern era of Doctor Who and what they can do to these classic series foes. And it's great now that we have another classic foe return under the new Russell T Davies era, from the Celestial Toymaker to Sutekh. What a crazy thing. We even had the Meep. But wow, what a great cliffhanger, and I am super excited for next week. Cannot wait for it to be here. But yeah, so the episode is basically the Doctor joining forces with UNIT to help them figure out who is this mysterious woman. But she's in modern day as Sue, Trirad of S. Trirad Technologies. And I did really enjoy that, how it kind of tricks the Doctor in a way, Could it be Susan? Anagram spell TARDIS. There's a lot of those things, and I love the end where it's like, wrong anagram. Great reveal. And boy, I just still can't wait to see what happens. Now, one of the most other characters that we've had this season, of course, earlier on, was Mrs. Flood. And we always wondered what was going to be Mrs. Flood. But now we sort of not really know. There's definitely some connection to Sutekh, but it's really, who is this person? And I really just enjoyed how you have this very innocent person, very sweet, and then once they left to poor Cherry Sunday, just that sinister twist. I'm still very curious to see what happens. But it was very interesting to see this episode. Of course, a lot of people called that it was going to be Sutekh, and I did even laugh when, Sutekh, that's way too obvious. Russell wouldn't do that, right? But yeah, another aspect of this episode is, of course, figuring out who is Ruby's mother. We still don't really know. It definitely leads a lot of questions still, because you still can't see them face when they use that time kind of visualizer, which was a great concept, bringing them back into a fixed point that they can't go to. And of course, this episode is resolving that kind of astounding mystery of why is the TARDIS groaning, what was going on. And I really like how they unfolded that with there's an entity around it, which is so clever. But yeah, I gotta say, this was a near perfect episode. And it's really going to be dependent on how well the finale next week is going to be to make this an overall ranking. But it is starting out strong, and let's just see how it all ends next week. Boy, what an episode. Intense 45 minutes of just Doctor Who madness. Doctor's brilliant as always. Ruby, mysteries unfolding. Cannot wait to see how this unfolds. What do y'all think of this episode? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.